Now, when we shoot general portraiture or engagement and wedding portraiture, we have systems of posing that we use to help simplify the shoot and to ensure that we capture all of the basic shots. For example, on the Natural Light Couples Photography Workshop, we taught our full system for posing, which we refer to as the Foundation Posing Framework for couples photography. But when it comes to newborns, there isn't really such thing as a system necessarily. While normally clients will work and pose according to the photographer's cues and instructions, a newborn isn't generally going to be in the habit of listening to you very much. This means that throughout the shoot, we really need to work around our newborn and what he or she is okay with. Now, we've prepped Ellie, we've removed her clothing, and there are 3 basic positions for newborn posing that you're going to use to capture virtually all of your newborn shots. Now, these positions are basically the back, the side, and the front or tummy lying positions. Since she's laying on her back, we're going to start with a quick session of back poses first, and then we're going to work through to some basic tummy and side poses as well. Now for this first pose, I'm gently opening her hands and placing them onto her tummy while making sure to keep her relaxed and calm as she occasionally kind of wakes and moves around. So during the shoot, you're going to notice me holding her and gently rocking her to kind of ease and relax her back to sleep. Once we get the hands in place, Olivia was holding the scrim and I kind of noticed that I wanted a little bit more powerful light on Ellie. So I had her switch and bring in the silver reflector. Again, to make life easy, I always carry 2 reflectors. Both are the same Westcott 5-in-1, but for one, I leave it with the silver side available, and for the other, I use only the inside scrim. That way I can switch back and forth on a shoot without having to zip and unzip to use the diffuser in the middle of a shoot, which takes quite a bit of time to actually get open and unzipped and everything. Now again, one reminder, never reflect direct hard sunlight onto the baby using the silver side of the reflector. At this point, I'm ready to step up for the picture and notice that I have the camera strap around my neck. Now, if you have seen me shoot before, then you probably know that I don't generally use straps. I find them a bit restricting. I like to just handhold my camera without anything dangling off of it, but shooting newborns is the one time where I make an exception to this preference. Again, safety comes first, and when shooting newborns, I always have the strap secured around my neck just in case the camera slips from my hands, it's caught by the neck strap, and it doesn't fall onto the baby. Alright, so with my 50mm lens and my camera settings at 1/100th of a second, shutter speed, aperture is at f2 and ISO at 200, we get our first basic nude back pose shot of Ellie with her hands placed on her tummy. Now notice that for this shot, I didn't pose the legs, so I made sure that when I compose the shot, I didn't capture any of her private parts in the image. We're cropping out above that area. Alright, so let's head on to the next video. We're going to capture some detail shots while in this same back pose. In this video, I want to go over 5 general tips on comforting and soothing a newborn during the photo shoot. Now, the first of these tips is to use some white noise. White noise is actually incredibly effective in soothing newborns. And one of the commonly used techniques in the past is to grab a hairdryer, bring it into the room, of course, not near the baby, and to turn it on during the shoot.